now the end is near. Well, I hope not.
Ooh, don't start.
It is near. It might not be here, but it is near.
It's definitely near for Alwyn.
I love how pessimistic you guys are to start this. Why you're doing fine. You can still pull this out the bag. I promise.
Hopefully we can, and if we're clever about it.
Yes, maybe not all of us.
If we understand our characters and our characters' abilities, and we think strategically and carefully and sensibly, yes, I agree.
But it's us,
Yeah,
Stu.
I know.
Yes,
Run away.
Otto has a fleet step spell ready to go for when he runs. When you start dying, he's out of there.
Where's he going to run to? Is the question.
The lake. And then
We'll finally be the shark.
and then when he's recovered enough to become a shark, that's when he'll continue his escape.
Just as a reminder, we don't know our way out of here yet.
No.
The guy who was showing us the way out is just outside the room being guarded by Chardonnay.
That's correct.
Because we stopped en route,
We did.
so we don't know how to get out.
Well, it's not this way, is it?
No.
Wasn't there a choice of two routes, and we chose?
Poorly.
Instead of
Yeah.
instead of going out that way, we'll respond to that blood-curdling scream we heard.
Yeah, I'm sure we can just leave in an orderly fashion, shut the door behind us, and it'd be like it never happened.
It'll be like
wrong room.
the wrong
Yeah.
room exercise.
The Inquisitor's just like, Cassis, why didn't I think of that before? as he can't open the door because he's locked into that room by the plot. I promise you he is not. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, I'm your GM for this game and for many others, and I'm joined by a very dour looking set of players today. I'm joined by Stu.
I'm not dour. I'm just like pensive. Pensive is a better word. Hello.
I'm joined by Neil.
Hello, I'm pessimistic, although not necessarily for myself.
I'm joined by Darren.
Hello, I'm hungover.
Fair enough. And I'm also joined by Amy.
The glass is half empty.
It's never half empty. You still, not to give you guys too much information about what's going on here. I think you're doing better than you think you are. You still have a chance to pull yourselves out of this if you act smartly. Hello, everyone. How are we all?
We're not smart.
I need
By
my,
now.
I mean,
my
coming into
sheet.
this room just was not smart to start. But
No.
I've been thinking about this really carefully and like basically mulling over this decision to come in the room. I honestly, as stupid a fucking thing as it was, I honestly don't think Alwyn could have done any different.
I think it was the air quotes right decision. Because the whole point, the whole reason you were down here was to try and get people out, or at least to stop them from suffering. And yeah, I think it's very in character for Alwyn to hear that and be like, no, you know what, I can't walk away from this, even if there is a chance of coming back in the future. I think certainly from what I've learned about Alwyn over the last 2 years is that he can't just walk away from that.
He has a lot of bluff and bluster about yes, I'm a bad guy, really, but
We followed the least intelligent person's lead.
You did,
and here we are. We're going to die.
and I don't think Maori could have walked away either.
Oh, Maori almost certainly wouldn't have. I'll tell you that for free. You would probably have had to drag him away if you wanted to make him. I mean, particularly once he'd heard that it was his sister inside, he wasn't going to leave her behind.
No. But we're in a situation now. Alwyn does not have many hit points left at all.
No, neither does Brother Amos.
Nor does Clovis.
Brother Amos had a face full of fire.
Yes, he did.
That was
Is he still burning?
Yeah,
I think he is still burning because Darren was rolling horrific.
Oh yeah, we were having like the worst rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Amy, on the mention of Clovis's hit points, do you happen to have them written down at all?
Yeah, he's on 9.
On 9? Oh, shit. Okay.
I haven't got Mary's. I just gave his card back to you. So.
That's fine. I think I've written Mary's down. I didn't write down Clovis's for some weird reason.
Yeah.
So Clovis is close to going down.
Yeah.
Alwyn's close to going down. Brother Amos is close to going
Very,
down.
very close. Very close.
Can we share numbers, Dom? Is that okay?
I think it might be more suspenseful to keep them secret for the time being.
Fair. Fair. And strategically, Alwyn is thinking about bringing the big guns into this fight.
Oh, only just now?
Yeah.
You've got guns.
Well, bear in mind, Chardonnay has been left outside the room guarding this guard.
Guarding the only person who knows the way out.
Yes. But it's a bit bloody dire, isn't it? And we're not going to get out of here if we're dead.
So what you're saying is Chardonnay is the big guns?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
I wish Chardonnay had guns.
Maybe if we get out of here, we can make that a project. We can find a friendly artificer to mount a Gatling gun on the back of Chardonnay or something.
That'd be
Give
amazing.
Chardonnay the gunslinger trait. Yes.
Yes. That's what we need.
It is. Oh, wolf guns.
Wolf gun alpha.
I mean, yeah, other than that, Alwyn's got very little up his sleeve.
Yeah, so I mean, this has been a bit doom and gloom so far as an intro goes. Perhaps I'm making this worse by saying this, but why? Stu, what's been your favourite thing about playing Alwyn this entire time you've played him?
Oh no!
Well, in memoriam,
It was surviving to this point, really. No, Alwyn, I absolutely love Alwyn, and when we first rolled him up on the very first day, and I had this stupid fucking idea of just literally rolling. I didn't pick anything. I thought, do you know what? This character sounds like a brick. I've come to absolutely love him as a character. He is so complicated, so complex a personality. I think I'd say it's his character development is my favourite thing.
Okay. Fair enough. Neil, what's been your favourite thing about Otto to this point?
He is a survivor. He's ruthless. Yes, I just like his pragmatic sense of self-preservation. In fact, Otto has a plan for what to do now in this situation.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
Out. Yeah. No. Again, let's keep it a secret. Let's find that out in game. It can be a surprise for everyone that way.
Yes.
Otto drops a fireball in the centre of the room and then teleports away. Powers you never knew he had before. There we go.
Scorched earth.
And yeah, Darren, how have you found Amos as your first ever character?
I've enjoyed his no-nonsense approach to violence, and mostly all of the bits where he wasn't on fire.
I mean, I think he's only been on fire the once from memory, so that's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah, he's been on fire once. He got old for a bit,
and then he got better.
Yeah. I just he rode a shark. That's my favourite bit, actually. That's been my favourite bit about Amos, is when he rode the shark into battle. That was fucking great. That was
an awesome moment. Like if there were ever just like a single picture board still image of this entire campaign, I think that is it.
If I don't make it out of this Amos will die a happy man, just knowing that he rode a shark into battle.
Chased down a troll on the back of a shark and ripped it apart.
He's had a shitload of bad stuff happen to him, though, hasn't he? He's
Yeah.
had a really fucked existence. I mean, when we met him, he was covered in blood and his entire caravan had been slaughtered.
He has not had a happy life.
No.
It's been full of violence.
Especially since meeting us.
Yeah, and now it's just full of fire.
That's it.
Everything is on fire.
And last but not least, Amy, what's been your favourite thing about Della so far?
Oh, I like Della. She's nice. I think all the stuff that I know about Della that no one else knows about Della is what I like the most.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. One little thing I will say: if this thing does go south and we lose you all today, I'm going to be very upset because obviously you guys have all been sending me sort of various backstory bits over the last couple of years, and believe it or not, I have actually written a whole bunch of character stuff that I just hope we manage to get to.
That's the thing with GMing, though, isn't it, Dom? Is you do write an absolute shitload of stuff in preparation, and it can just go out the window in a heartbeat.
I mean, particularly with we'll talk a bit about this at a later date, I'm sure. But yeah, particularly with Reign of Winter itself. You know, Reign of Winter as written, it doesn't have a lot of room for kind of going off script, if that makes sense. Like the only reason you've spent so long sort of pottering around Whitethrone is because it's the first real chance I've had to insert like sort of side quests and that sort of thing. Everything else you've been more or less following the book, almost to the letter. I did make some changes along the way, cut a few bits out, added a few bits in, but it wasn't as I say, it wasn't until we got to Whitethrone that you really started to have the freedom to explore and to take on things that weren't the main story.
Oh, that's interesting to know. Yeah, it's always a funny thing with APs that are quite railroady. Yeah, you kind of you want the players to just pick up the beats and go with what's presented, but they don't always, do they?
No, that's it. That's it. That is the joy of GMing. Well, folks, I think we have talked about it and we've delayed it long enough.
Yeah, let's get
Shall we?
I was
back
just
into our
thinking,
game?
how long can we keep Dom talking
Yeah.
before we actually get back to this? But now, how long, Amy, do you think we can keep Dom talking? And
Oh, I don't know. I
distracted?
reckon we could go for like quite a long time because I mean we've got like the majority of the day right, so we just need to carry on talking and just
That's
not
it.
let
I
Dom
mean-
get an edge word in.
This entire recording session is 3 episodes worth of chat.
Well, we'll at least survive episode 104.
Oh, I know what you
By
can do,
keeping
Stu. Can
Dom
you just
talking.
mute Dom from your computer, and then we can just finish the game how we want.
Like, kick Dom off the call, yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, you'll be finishing a story, but it won't be this story. That's what I'll tell you.
I am going to say something very genuine before we do start, and this is not a distraction technique, but it really, really is good to see all your faces again, because it has been quite a while.
It's been a bit,
We
hasn't
were in a room last time, but we're over the computer, but it is nice to spend time with you again.
Yeah.
Yes, it really
Even
is.
if we're about to die.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's all this negative self-talk coming from, Amy? You are doing great.
Amos is on fire. Clovis,
Yeah.
who's been the MVP, is almost dead. It's not going well.
All right then, folks. Let's not delay any further. Let's get you straight back into the action. We are jumping straight back into initiative in this melee in the depths beneath the Bone Grinder, and it is Alwyn Templeton's turn.
Right. Just to
Would
remind
you
me,
like a recap of what the room looks like?
Yes, please.
Sure thing. So bear with me a second. I'm just loading something up. There we go. I just had to open a second browser because for some reason when I open Roll20 on Brave, the browser we use for Zencaster, it wipes the initiative order, which is fun. So just opened it on Firefox, and we'll go from there.
Firefox is the best.
Other
browsers do exist.
Except you can't use Zencaster on Firefox.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Sponsor us Firefox and make Zencaster work, please. All right. Yes. So it is Alwyn's turn. A quick reminder of the room you're in. The chamber you are in is sort of 45 feet long by 20 feet wide. On the walls on either side, there are iron bars that are making up basically cells with doors in them. And inside these cells, you can see that there are numerous sort of humanoids of various ancestries and shapes and sizes. They all seem to be a bit, I guess confused is the right word. They seem to be shambling around inside these cells. They're reaching their arms out through the cages. It's worth noting they don't appear to be zombies or undead of any kind, but they certainly don't seem to be in their right mind. In the two cells on the far end, they're, rather than being sort of full of prisoners, you see there are chutes which are basically one side is depositing bones into the chamber, and the other side is depositing flesh, so muscle, sinew, all that sort of thing. In the centre of the chamber, there is, I guess you could call it an operating slab or something akin to that, atop which is laid the form of a mirror man. Currently faceless, you see its head is completely hollow, and there is a mirror suspended above it, seemingly prepared for insertion into the creature. Around the room, so Alwyn, you are stood in the doorway. Immediately to your left is Brother Amos, who is on fire. Immediately behind Brother Amos is Maori. Behind the two of them, you have Chardonnay and your new pal Christian, who you captured at the end of the last battle. In front of you, next to the nearest cell on the left, you have Otto. In front of you, probably about 20 feet away, directly in front of you, you have the Inquisitor. This strange humanoid man that has metal plates grafted into his flesh, and sort of wears a bandolier, which has numerous quite rickety looking sort of elixirs and explosives and things sort of strapped to him. And at the far end of the room, in front of the double door, in front of another set of double doors, there is this strange humanoid creature that appears to have been built entirely out of sinew and muscle. It's just sort of rocked its head back and let out a horrific gurgle. And either side of that creature are Della and Clovis.
That sounds worse than I remember.
Oh, and also suspended from the ceiling, which is where this flesh creature came from, there are sort of wire bags attached to the ceiling that are all filled with all manner of gore and that kind of thing. If you played the Fallout games, it's like when you come across a super mutant lair. They got all the flesh on the ceiling and stuff.
Or any Cronenberg movie.
Yes, that's it. I think we made this point last time out.
Oh, his new one looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is the room as you see it, Alwyn. What would you like to do?
The first thing Alwyn's going to do, for a free action, he's going to drop his rapier.
Okay.
His second action, he's going to perform baton medicine on Brother Amos.
Okay.
I'm going to do this at DC 20. It's 17 on the die for 29.
That is, that's a hair off a critical success.
I know it is. It's not quite there, but Brother Amos, you get back. Oh shit, rolling badly. That's not so bad. You get back 18 points.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, that's 2d8 plus 10, which is very, very welcome, I'm sure.
Yep. Second action. Alwyn is going to perform battle medicine on himself.
Okay.
Again, DC 20.
Okay.
That is 30 exactly.
That is a critical success. 4d8 plus 10 back to Alwyn.
Nice.
There was a time to have rolled it. I got
Yeah.
18 on the die.
Oh my gosh.
28 back to Alwyn.
Nice.
Okay. And Alwyn's final action is going to be to pick his rapier.
Sure thing. But I mean, that sounds like a very productive turn to me. So Alwyn drops his rapier, quickly rubs some dirt on a burning Brother Amos, and on himself. You both take a breath and you feel much better. And then you pick up the rapier that you had dropped. That is the end of Alwyn's turn. That brings us around to Maori. And you see Maori is going to... first of all, he's going to spend 2 actions attempting to put Brother Amos out again. He starts slapping at this flame, trying to knock off all the sticky tar-like substance. Brother Amos, you may make another check. So roll d20.
Okay. Rolled a 4.
Oh, buddy, that's not a good start.
You're not using the same dice as last time, are you?
I don't know.
Get another one.
I'll work my way through them. I've put that one to one side for now and try a different one next time.
Okay. All right. As Maori spends 2 actions putting Brother Amos out. His third action, he's going to muscle past you, Brother Amos, and basically just you see he sort of pats you out as best he can, and then he sees that this Inquisitor has kind of moved himself closer to the rest of the group. He pushes past you, Amos, and he rushes towards him with his flail. That is the end of his turn, though. Can't make any attacks. It's the top of the round. It is Clovis Cotton, who is... Now, he's still got a couple of tricks up his sleeve. Find their cards. There we go. Okay,
Clovis can solo this.
Okay, so with the assistance provided by Della, he's... Actually, yeah, he's going to... First thing he's going to do is he's going to... Yeah, actually, because he's seen how his daggers aren't quite as effective against the golem. The first thing he's actually going to do is he's going to move away. He sees that Maori has given him an opening on the Inquisitor, and he's going to make an attack on the Inquisitor. Oh, that's a nice roll.
Take note, Darren.
It's 23 to hit, which hits exactly. Oh no, he's flat-footed. It would have been 21, so still hits regardless. He's going to get some damage off on that. I'm going to throw my D4 across the room. Let's roll that instead. Okay, 6, and then... Okay, then a decent stab on the Inquisitor as Clovis finds a soft spot under one of his armour plates and slings the dagger in. And then for his third action, he's going to break away from the Inquisitor again and flank with Della once more. That ends his turn. It's Otto.
So, I'm looking for a suitable target. So, are they all within range? The Inquisitor, the Gore Beast, and the Mirror Man?
So they are. I mean, the Mirror Man doesn't appear to be alive just yet. It seems like it's unfinished.
Right. I think I can. I have a plan for him for later, but I think I should prioritize something else. So, the Gore is who's nearest, Gore creature or the Inquisitor?
The Inquisitor is nearest. They're both within 30 feet.
I will produce flame on the Inquisitor.
On the Inquisitor, okay.
Yes.
Roll an attack for me.
Produce flame is...
So it's a spell attack.
A spell attack, which is...
D20 plus your spell attack modifier.
D20 plus spell attack. Right. 17.
17 is a miss, I'm afraid, Otto. You flick this ball of fire, and the Inquisitor turns at the last second. He ducks under it, and it slams into the cage behind him.
Does it set fire to someone in the cage?
It does not, I'm afraid.
Right. That's two guys. I think Otto will just put his guard up.
Sure, you raise your buckler.
I've got a buckler. Yes.
All right. Okay. So end of Otto's turn. We are round 2. The Inquisitor. So,
arsehole.
He is a bit. That's all I'm going to say.
Who'd have thought it of a bad guy, eh? But they haven't got our best interests at heart.
Yeah, who'd have thought it of a strange flesh-grafted metal man who's been making golems out of dead people? He's not a bad guy at all.
But we didn't see this one earlier.
Misunderstood. Yes, he's misunderstood.
Okay, what he's going to do, he sees you launching this ball of fire towards him, Inquisitor. Otto, sorry. I'm the Inquisitor, you're Otto.
Yes.
It's easy to confuse the two, I'm just saying.
We need to get that straight.
And as he sees this ball of fire sort of duck past him, he's going to say, "Excellent! It's been so long since I had a magical specimen to play with." And he's going to... I mean, you do still have your mirror image up.
I was going to ask you about that, so let me just...
Oh, did it still work even though he broke the wand?
Yeah, he still gets the spell.
Ah, right, okay.
What was your question, Neil?
Yes, I was going because when I listened back, it seemed that I had created my mirror images before the wand actually broke.
Okay. So you've got at least one left.
I don't think Otto's been hit. I think he's got all 3.
I've got all 3. Yes.
I'm pretty sure the last thing Otto did in the last episode was to cast mirror image.
Oh, okay.
It was, and then the wand broke, but it did actually work before
wonderful.
I did that.
That's good.
So you've got to throw 1 on a 1d4 because there's a 1 in 4 chance of hitting me.
That's it.
If it hits.
Yeah.
If he hits,
if it
indeed.
hits.
So what's he going to do? He's got
Run
Maori.
away.
He's got Maori in his face. So what he is going to do? You see the Inquisitor puts a hand to his belt and he draws a wicked-looking knife, perhaps used for flensing or something. It's curved in quite a cruel-looking way. And first of all, he's going to make a slash at Maori. And I think Maori might dodge that. Oh no, I spoke way too soon. He sort of lashes. He lashes across Maori's chest. A splash of blood splatters across the floor. That's a nasty hit as well.
They're too far for liberating step, aren't they?
They are, yes, I'm afraid. Yeah, you see, as Maori takes this strike, he sort of staggers on his feet. You think he probably can't take another one like that. So the Inquisitor is then going to. What has he got left? Well, actually, you know what? He's taken a bit. He's taken a hit in the last round. For his second action, you see as he slashes Maori across the chest, his other hand rushes over to one of his pouches on his bandolier, and he pulls out a rickety-looking bottle filled with a familiar red liquid, which he will then drink.
That would be 4 actions, because he drew his blade.
No, thank you, Stu. You're correct. Thank you. So drew the blade, attacked, and then the last thing he does, because his quick bomber feat doesn't apply to drinking stuff. Well spotted. In that case, he instead is going to quick draw a sort of blue vial that looks like it has ice inside, and he throws it towards Alwyn.
Oh, that's my punishment.
That's what you get for pointing out.
It's when the GM says, "Fuck you for holding me to the rules."
Oh dear. It's a 28 to hit, Alwyn.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. That's not a critical, but it's a hit.
Okay, that's good. That is good.
No, it's not.
No, it really is not.
Okay, so...
It's only just packed myself up.
Okay, so Alwyn, you take 8 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
As this vial bursts across you, and you're covered in blistering, freezing ice for a second. It kind of crosses around your feet a little bit. For your next turn, you have a 10-foot penalty to your speed.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, Brother Amos, you also take 2 points of cold damage.
Does that cure his fire damage?
It doesn't put it out. It's going to make it significantly easier to recover.
Does it soothe?
Can I about ring damage as well?
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Good boy, Stu. Good boy.
See, I play fair.
3 points of ring damage.
Ooh, so that's 11 points total.
We'll etch that on your tombstone. He played fair. He sought no advantage.
Okay.
That'd be about right.
Okay. That will end the Inquisitor's turn, and which brings us around to Della. So Clovis did return to flanking with this creature for you.
So we're flanking. Everyone else is engaging the Inquisitor. How is this thing looking in front of me? Did I injure it?
So it's been injured. Both you and Clovis have kind of landed some licks on it. You've noticed that your physical attacks weren't doing as much damage as perhaps you'd hoped. And you also noticed when Otto used electric arc last time, electricity seemed to heal it up.
Okay.
I'd advise against licking it though.
Yeah, I don't really want to lick it, but I do feel like this Inquisitor guy is more of the threat at the moment. So, how far away is he from me?
He is. You can get to him with 10 feet of movement.
10 feet, okay. And can I get into like a flanking position with anyone?
Yes, you can. You see Maori, although looking rocky on his feet, he's still standing and he can threaten there for you.
All right, I'm gonna go over there then, back Maori up, and stab him successfully with my rapier with a 29.
A 29. That is a hit, Della. Not quite a critical.
I hit, but I get my sneak attack.
Yes, you do.
Ooh. 15.
15 points of damage. Very nice.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, roll the second attack.
No, probably not. 19.
Oh, not quite. AC is 21 when he's flat-footed. You do miss.
Oh.
You sort of dive in with the rapier. He twists at the last second, and the blade scrapes off of one of his armor plates that have been sort of clamped into his skin.
I'll shake my fist menacingly and end my turn.
How dare you, sir! How dare you! End of Dada's turn. It is the still burning, albeit lesser so, Brother Amos.
Come on, Amos.
Can I? I just want to put the fire out.
Sure. Actually, do you know what, Darren? I'm going to retcon something slightly, because the amount of cold damage you took was equal to the fire damage you would be taking. I'm going to say that actually that frost vial extinguished you.
Oh, brilliant! I'm not on fire anymore.
We'll say you're still smouldering, but not in any meaningful way.
Okay.
Smouldering looks.
Well, in that case, I am going to run at the Inquisitor and punch the fucker.
Yay!
All right.
Hey, punch the
He's
fucker.
back. Brother Amos joins the fray. Okay. So where would you like to be? Would you like to be on his left or on his right?
Left.
On his left, okay. I'll rush you round there. You sort of rush up to him and you make some attacks.
Flurry of blows.
Make 2 attacks.
9. 9.
Was it?
Okay.
Were those nine total on both of those?
Yes.
Ouch,
Wait.
man, that's rough. That seems low. That
Yeah.
Seems like
18.
I didn't add my my 11 to either of those.
So 20s in total. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, they are both misses, but they're not far off being misses.
Okay. Well, I'll have another swing at him. Yeah, that misses.
What's the total?
17.
17. That is a miss.
And my final one.
hang on, didn't you run in?
Oh yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah.
First
So that's
action
it.
move, second action flurry, third action punch. Yeah, you're trying to find a soft spot, but it's strange, Amos. You've never fought a man who is almost literally made of metal before. He's more defensive than perhaps you would expect. That is the end of your turn, Brother Amos. We are
Buying
round
some new
2.
dice.
Yeah, sounds like you need them, mate. Those need to be ritually burned. All right, end of Amos's turn. It is the fleshy creature's turn.
Sorry,
and-
Clovis.
Yeah, that's it. You've left Clovis as the only thing in range. So it's gonna go for old Clovis. Goes for a bite towards him. And as this creature clamps down onto Clovis, it sort of it lunges towards him, bites him on the shoulder, lifts him up into the air, and throws him against the wall. And you see Clovis slides down unconscious.
Oh.
Is he too far away for liberating step?
He's on the far end of the room. He's far too far away. That was a critical hit on Clovis.
Oh shit!
Furious.
So, okay, so that will mean he's on dying too.
Yes, he is. Clovis is down.
Right.
I need to move him
Okay.
in the initiative order.
I feel bad.
It's all right. I mean, when you think about it, Della, if you'd not rushed into the Inquisitor, you'd have been leaving Maori high and dry with him. So there's a choice that had to be made there. Whether it was the right one or not, we will find out, I'm sure.
The hard way. The way you find out most things.
That's it. For his second action, the creature is going to move towards you, Della. Is it smart enough to flank you?
No.
It is not smart enough to flank you. It's going to get to you the closest way it can, and it then slashes at you with these claws that seem to have been constructed entirely from bone that protrude from its arms.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a natural one.
Ah,
Is it a
that's
naming
all right.
creature?
I
It is
call
not a
it
name.
Bob. It is now. I got my words out first.
Bony Bob.
Bony Bob.
Yeah.
I tell you what, his name is now Bony Bob. If he rolls any future natural ones, that's what he can roll.
Yay! Bony Bob.
But yeah, so almost with this sixth sense, Della, you hear the squelching of this creature's footsteps behind you, and you almost instinctively sense that an attack is coming, and you step to the side, and there is a whoosh past your ear as this claw slams into the ground. No harm done.
Good.
And once again, as it kind of ends its turn there, it's going to gurgle menacingly. You all get a waft of a horrid stench as it kind of lifts its head up to do so. End of that creature's turn. It's back around to Alwyn.
Okay. How far away is Clovis from me?
Clovis is at the far end of the room. 5, 10, 15, 30. 35 feet of movement would get you within 5 feet of him.
And I've got the 10 penalties, so that would take 3 actions.
And that it would.
Poor old Clovis.
I'm going to shout out, somebody give a healing potion to Clovis! And I'm going to rush up to the Inquisitor. Can I get into a flanking position with Amos?
Yes, you can. 5, 10, 15.
Even if it takes 3 actions.
It takes 2 actions to get into that position.
Right, and what I would like to do with the third action then is strike at him with my +1 striking rapier.
All right.
So, here goes. Oh, it's good, it's the 31.
A 31. When he's flat-footed, his armor class is 21. Critical hit.
Yay!
Roll that damage, Owen.
Total of 23 points of damage.
You got your deadly D8.
Nice.
Yes, the deadly D8 is in there.
Looks like
2d6 plus 1 plus the deadly D8, yeah.
There you go. Very nice. 23. That's nasty.
Piercing damage for what it's worth.
I mean, that doesn't seem to have any effect. However, Alwyn, as you plunge the rapier in, I think Amos would see this as he was kind of turning in your direction to block the blows. As this rapier pierces into him, you see the blade catches one of these vials that are in his bandolier, and it explodes as it is struck.
Oh, fuck.
So what's he used? Those.
Am I on fire again?
We're all on fire.
Don't give him ideas.
He's used the frost one, he's used the fire one.
Could I have Stu, could you roll a d8 for me? I'll re-roll 8s.
Three.
3.
Oh, great.
no.
We are on fire.
As this flask that shatters contains a similar sort of thick black liquid as you just seen a second ago. As the bottle bursts, it ignites on contact with the air, and
Is the Inquisitor now on fire? Because that's fine.
Oh yeah.
The Inquisitor is now on fire.
Taste of his own medicine. I like it.
That's it. So Amos, Maori, Della, and Alwyn, you all take 2 points of fire damage as it kind of splashes over all of you.
And I take ring damage as well.
You do take ring damage. So that is 4 points of ring damage, Alwyn.
Holy shit. Do we not get reflex?
Nope. It's splash damage. It's splash damage, I'm afraid. Well, I rolled very well on the damage roll for that.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you watch as as you strike this through, Alwyn. This flask bursts from where you strike it, and the Inquisitor just erupts in flame.
Yay.
I like to see people in flames.
Feel like I should have said something clever there, but
You know, heat at the moment. Heat at the moment. Pun intended.
oh.
All right. Anything else there from Alwyn?
No, that's my 3 actions. Yeah.
All right. Okay. End of Alwyn's turn. It is Maori. And you see, just as he's taken this nasty whack with this weapon, you see he looks towards the Inquisitor, he's going to continue with what he had before. His first action is he draws his flail, and his next 2 actions his second action, you see he starts spinning the flail around in itself, and as it does so, you almost watch the flail start moving faster. You see, it almost looks like it's gaining momentum as he casts his focus spell of gravity weapon on the flail.
He's creating a black hole.
Something like that. And then for his third action, with a mighty battle, with a battle cry of "Give me back my sister!" and he smashes the Inquisitor with the flail.
Yeah.
And misses.
He doesn't miss, actually. He does quite well. That's 25 to hit. That's quite a fun little spell. And he rolls max damage. Excellent. Yeah.
Hey.
Wallops the Inquisitor across the face. You see one of the armor plates that are kind of on his jaw is ripped clean off and scatters across the ground, and you can just see where it's been removed. You can see what was once a humanoid jaw. You can kind of see the teeth a bit like Two-Face. He takes a nasty crack from that, and the Inquisitor staggers on his feet, obviously burning as he does so. It's the end of Maori's turn. It's Otto.
Can I get to Clovis?
5, 10, 15, 20. You can get to Clovis with 30 feet of movement.
And how fast do I move? Is it 20 feet?
I think it's 20 as a dwarf.
You got little legs.
Yes, it's 20 feet. So I can, in 3 goes, I can get to him and apply which is strongest, lesser or minor healing potion?
Lesser is stronger. However, you would need an action. You would need an action to draw it.
Right. So I can't get to him and apply a minor healing potion.
I don't think so. Movement speed is 20, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so 1 action to move, 2 actions to move, 3rd action to draw the potion. But you would be next to him with the potion. And what I would say is, if somebody else can get next to both of you, they could use an action to take it from you and then give it to him.
If I move 20 feet closer to Clovis, can I still hit a target with a fireball?
Yeah, you absolutely can. 5, 10.
I'll do that. I'll move towards Clovis, 20 feet.
What I will say is 20 feet, sort of moving 20 feet toward Clovis would put you. It would put you next to this flesh creature. I mean, if you wanted to hit it with a fireball, by all means do.
Yes, I don't want to get too close to the flesh creature. I don't want to get within arm's reach, but
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. How if you wanted to move sort of 15 feet forwards, you're still getting some ground, and you haven't seen this creature with a massively long reach, so you could probably get 15 feet.
15 feet, and then I'll cast. I will produce flame
Okay, on
the flesh creature.
All right. Okay, roll
Target
that spell
of
attack.
opportunity. Oh, 27.
27 is a hit, Otto. Roll damage for me. Actually, no, don't roll damage for me, because as your fireball, as your produced flame strikes the hide of this creature, it seems to have some particularly volatile gases leaking out of it, and you.
I knew I could smell something.
And you watch as the flame, like the second it makes contact, it bursts over the creature's entire body, and it is engulfed in flame for just a moment. It's not on fire, it's not burning, but it takes a nasty amount of damage from that. More, I dare say, than what it would have taken from the spell by itself. 10. Bad at all. And it sort of writhes and gurgles in what you assume is pain, but also it doesn't seem too bothered by it, if that makes sense.
Its pain doesn't look very much different from its pleasure.
Yes.
Or its non-commitment.
That's it.
So how many points of damage was that? You said 10.
It did 15 points of damage.
Ah! Well, that was a worthwhile go. Clovis, I'll catch you next time.
All right.
Clovis is unconscious.
At the end of Otto's turn, it is the Inquisitor. He's in a pretty shit spot.
Good.
Yeah. Fuck him.
He's surrounded by 4 of us, isn't he?
He is.
And on fire.
And on fire.
And on fire.
So the first thing he's going to do is first action. This time he will draw his elixir of life. For his second action, he will drink it. Oh, that's a nice one. Lesser elixir of life is 3d6 plus 6. Very nice. Except when I roll mediocre. 7, 8, 14 back. Back. Now his last action is surrounded. If he stays there, he's almost certainly dead before he gets another turn.
Stay there.
Where can he go?
He is a pretty smart guy. So
Not when you're on fire.
Yeah, that does hamper things a little bit. But he kind of looks around. He sort of he dashes towards the altar slab where the mirror man is. Kind of goes for a Dukes of Hazzard slide across it as he moves. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And is that speed? Is that right? Yes, it is. And yeah, so as he kind of slides across the slab, you see he starts running for the door for the door you all came in through.
Okay.
Shouting as he does so. Well, I suppose I can see I've met my match. Perhaps I should fetch Lord Agorin down here at once. That ends his turn. It's Della Thornbury. Oh no, sorry. Before the end of his turn, he takes some fire damage because he's on fire.
Should do.
And we'll see if he recovers. He does not recover. He can. He's still burning as he's running for the door. Della Thornbury.
Okay, I have a decision to make. I'm quite near Clovis, aren't I?
You're 10 feet away from him. Well, sorry.
Okay.
You could be with a 5-foot step. You'd be next to him.
Okay, and it would take 1 action to draw a potion, 1 action to give him a
Yes,
potion.
it would. So basically, if you wanted to spend your entire turn, you could stabilize Clovis.
But then this Inquisitor, how far away is he from me now? He's moved.
He's moved. He's 5, 10, 15, 20. You could get to him with 25 feet of movement. And what I would say is he's not super far away. Like it looks like almost any of you. In fact, yeah. Pretty much everybody in this room could get to him if they wanted to.
Okay. I really want to stab him again, but I really appreciate Clovis. So I'm going to go back to Clovis, draw out a minor healing potion, and administer that.
All right. You sort of weighing up your options for a second, Della. You scan the room. I imagine you kind of Sherlock Holmes it in your head, sort of looking
with my small amount of intelligence.
That's it. And you, with just a moment of indecision, you step away toward Clovis, and you administer a healing potion. Roll the healing for me.
So what's a minor?
A minor, I think, is just 1d8.
Cool. Oh. 6.
There we go. With that, Clovis wakes up, and sort of you see his eyes flutter open as you pour into him.
I got you, Clovis.
Oh, thank you, Della. Glad to see our halflings have got each other's back, eh?
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of Della's turn. It is Brother Amos.
I'm going after him, the Inquisitor.
Go after the Inquisitor. All right. So 1 action will get you within range of him.
This time.
Yeah, come on.
27.
Ooh!
The first one.
That's good.
Is a hit. Roll the second attack.
22.
22 is just a miss. You strike him once on the exposed jaw, and you go for follow up, and he parries it aside. Roll damage on the first attack.
4.
4 points of damage. Okay.
It's surely with your strength.
Yeah. Is that with your strength modifier?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Wicked. You got 1 action left, Brother Amos.
I'm going to have another swing at him.
Have another swing.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, unfortunate. You once again you go for a third strike. This time you hit him square in the abdomen, and you find that there is nothing but a hard armor plate just there, kind of protecting his stomach. And you kind of shake your fist off.
He set me on fire. Now he broke my hand.
Okay, at the end of Amos's turn, it is Clovis. So Clovis is going to use an action to stand up. He will weighs his options, sort of sees that this golem is still here, rushes around the back of it, and he will make a stab using Della as a distraction. Okay, 25 hits. He gets a bunch of stuff. Sneak attack. find my D4 in here. 3. Okay, so Clovis stabs the golem in the back with one of his daggers. That's going to end its turn, though. And then it is back to the golem. Once again, surrounded by 2 threats. It's first of all going to attack the nearest. You see it clamps down towards you, Della, with its jaws. It rolls a 3.
Hey. I mean, my
For a
AC is pretty low.
For a total of 19, Della.
I mean, it's close, but it's not quite.
Oh, very, very lucky. All right, in that case, it's going to slash at you with a claw for a second attack.
Oh no.
That's better. That is 25 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. It's not as bad as the jaw. Probably better the claw hit you and not the other one. Except I still roll max damage. That is 15 points of slashing damage, Della.
Oh, ow.
It cuts into you, and I need a fortitude save, please.
Okay. Fortitude is not my forte. 18.
18. Okay. As this creature strikes you, you start to sweat a little bit, Della. I'll make a note of that for now. That's fine. Don't worry. Okay. Right. And for its last action, it will spin around and try to bury its claw into Clovis a second time. 10 minus 10. That's not 10. 18. It's Clovis's AC. I think it's higher than that. Yeah. Clovis throws himself to the side and ducks into a roll as the golem slams the claw into the ground again. Okay, that will end its turn.
Does it take fire damage?
It's not on fire.
Oh, I thought that.
You know what?
No, it's so I think I described it badly. Like the flames washed over it for a second, and then they extinguished. It didn't stay on fire.
More like an explosion than an actual.
That's it. Yeah. And I tell you what, just as a little freebie at the end of its turn, Della, make a perception check for me.
I'm pretty perceptive. Ooh, I rolled a 19. 30.
30. So as this creature twists and turns to strike Clovis, you see from where it's taken some damage, parts of its back have split open, and you can see inside, perhaps where a heart would once have been. You can see that there is a pile of gold and platinum coins that appear to be slowly melting. And that is where we end for today, folks.
Oh, blimey, we survived episode 104.
We did.
Oh, we did it!
We
I didn't
did.
think we were going to do that.
You did. Like I said,
Gosh.
you guys were really down in the dumps at the start of the episode, but
The glass wasn't half full, it was just broken on the floor.
I think we were just rolling so badly last session.
that's it.
Everything was just going awful.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by Nazar Ryback from hooksounds.com. Editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
it's crazy how much of an effect the dice can have on it. I mean, I know the game is built around using dice, but it always amazes me how much it does affect stuff like this.
Oh.
Well, this golem's quite interesting, made of gore and money.
I bet that's our money that we're missing.
It's eating our money.
Yeah. We had a lot of money.
We did have a lot of money. Now it's melting.
We'll get it back, but all in one lump. One non-negotiable lump.
Lumps of it.
One wonky nugget.
Wonky nugget gold. I tell you what, the Wonky Nugget sounds like a really good name for a pub.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wonky Nugget.
Maybe
Or a
when
folk-
Brother Amos
Write that
retires,
down.
he'll
Yeah.
open an inn called the Wonky Nugget.
Or a folk band. A West Country folk band.
Wonky Nugget.
When we retire and we set up our little inn.
There you go.
Have you seen that video game where you just run an inn in an RPG
Yeah.
type world? That looks
Moon-
interesting.
Is it Moon something?
Tavern something, isn't it?
There's a couple like that actually, because there's like a space one called Star Tenders, which is a similar sort of thing, but you're basically a bartender in space.
Starting.
I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. It's great.
It's so good.
It's annoying as fuck though, but it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I can love Elden Ring.
Sponsor us, Elden Ring.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It
From
has completely
software.
sidetracked me from the other games I was playing. Like I picked up Forbidden West, and I haven't been back to it since I put Elden Ring in the PlayStation. It hasn't left the disc drive.
Yeah.
Fair
so
enough.
Good.